Lipstick on a pig. That's what the mainstream media is trying to paint, and that's the kind of picture that our government's trying to paint. If you haven't paid attention or read the news today or any part of it, you may not completely understand what I'm talking about. Anyways, pigs are growing good. They've adapted well here. So anyways, welcome to Hills and Hollers Homestead. So today, I'm reading along the news. I try to stay away from the mainstream media as much as I can. I try to get that more independent, less party affiliated type news stuff. And read that the U.S. GDP has dropped for the second quarter in a row, and that indicates a recession. Now, in all of American history, that has indicated and spurred recession. But for some reason, the mainstream media and our government's telling us, nah, not this time. We've got inflation over 9.1%. Food prices are over 35%. We know what fuel's doing. Commodities, I mean, just you name it, everything's up. Inflation's killing everybody. And our GDP has fallen for the second quarter in a row. And that is historically indicators of a recession. And suddenly we're not having one. So they can say what they want. We have been busting our butts. The gardens to help feed the pigs are coming along great. I got to get out here and get this cut and weed eated. The rain has kept us from doing a lot. We've had storms off and on for the last several days, and about the time you want to come out to do something, it'll pour down the rain. You come out and you get your feet soaking wet, just trying to fight the mud and everything else to do anything. That's why I haven't even got to cut grass, because the grass is so daggone wet. So it's just about short of a hayfield out here. On top of that, my front porch is absolutely piled in cardboard to bring out here to finish out the berry bed and the grape arbor as the weed block and get the chips on top of it. And then I can start moving towards getting all that down in the orchard. I still got to prune fruit trees. I'm still assembling rabbit cages. I've got 3 of them assembled. I got 1 of them hung up just to kind of do my spacing and stuff like that. And then I've got 2 more assembled today. I got 1 more to put together. We'll get those hung and spaced, put the last wrap of fencing around the rabbit hutch, and we will be getting rabbits Sunday. That is the plan, is to go pick the rabbits up this Sunday and get them here, have them, and get that done. Once that's done, I can kind of stop for a minute, take a little bit of a breather, kind of recalibrate and recoup and reassess everything and go from there. Now, I've got to get out here and I've got to cut grass. I've got to weed eat. I still got to finish out the cardboard and the wood chips in this area out here. And I've got to move the chickens ahead. I got to move their little hoop coop ahead and extend their fence out. So there's a ton of stuff to do. And you might be asking, why in the world would you do this? Why would you do this to yourself? You put yourself on such strict deadlines. Why would you put yourself in a position where you're constantly fighting to get stuff done and falling behind? Well, I mentioned that right at the very beginning, because we cannot depend on what we're being told, what's being reported to us. We know the economy's in shambles. We know we're going into a recession if we're not already there. We're likely to head into a depression after all is said and done. And we are not going to be able to completely recession-proof our farm and our homestead, but we can definitely insulate it against recession. And insulating it is having animals, having gardens, having berry beds in a grape arbor, having fresh eggs every day, having meat chickens that we're raising. Thank God we got our freezers packed up with chicken and stuff now. The pigs are growing fine. Got the bunnies coming. And hopefully end of September, first part of October, I'll run the first matings on the bunnies and see how they go. Depending on how weather is and stuff that time of year, because we've got a lot of stuff going on when it comes into fall and that time like that. So yeah, there's just so much to do, and it's all going to be worth it. It all is worth it, because it's a labor of love out here doing this kind of stuff. It is truly a labor of love. But if things continue to get worse, and we kind of think that they are and they will get worse, we'll have that extra insulation from it. And that's why always I'm encouraging and telling you guys, you got to do something. You got to put some food away. You got to plant a little garden. You got to put some buckets on your porch. You got to put some buckets in your yard, some raised beds. You got to do something grow something, just anything you can do to kind of help offset those costs and stuff. You have to do it. We are living in a time where misinformation is completely through the roof, and that includes from our own mainstream media, from our own government. You can't trust none of this stuff. If you do, you're a fool. And unfortunately, you're going to be the one suffering in the end if you don't take it seriously. And we don't want to see that happen to anybody. And that's why I put these little videos out here. That's why you guys follow me on, you know, my little escapades and adventures here on the homestead and stuff. And, you know, watch me struggle and hear me complain. Like I said, you know, before, we've had the rain this week, and it's just kind of kept us, you know, so far behind already. I had already hoped to had the bunny house finished and had all the cages together and hung up, but it rained today. I mean, it laid it down for about an hour, and of course now everything's completely soaking wet and muddy and everything like that. So I'm not going to get out there and try to fight all that to get that done. So we'll wait till tomorrow and Saturday and finish it out. Saturday I got to do a feed run. It's a 70-mile round trip, so I get that done. I got to get pig feed, I got to get chick feed, and I got to get bunny feed because the bunnies are coming Sunday. So I'll do that early Saturday morning, get back and try to get the rest of this stuff finished. And then I can kind of recalibrate, reorganize, and start over again. But it shouldn't be too bad, because the big accomplishments are this: egg layers, meat birds if they have to be, pigs. We've got the two new birds, the American breasts and the Delaware broilers, and they are all doing fine so far. Every one of them that I've received and we're raising are living and surviving. We've had no losses on them, knock on wood. And the bunnies are coming this weekend. We finished up 75 meat birds a couple weekends ago. Our freezers are stocked. You know, there's been local sales where they've sold, you know, had beef on sale and this and that. We've bought it, okay, and we've packed our freezers up just because you got to buy sales. That's the frugal thing to do. So taking those little steps and doing that kind of insulates us and pads us against recession and depression and helps things along the way. Thank goodness we're coming into fall, because fall starts hunting season and stuff like that, and we have a huge overabundance of wild rabbit around here that I plan on hunting this year, because I really want to get some wild rabbit, and I've left them alone for the past few years and they've exploded in population. So I really want to put some wild bunnies in the oven, along with my own. But you know, deer season comes shortly thereafter and stuff like that. So you know, all of that helps pack your freezer. So you know, if you've hunted before or you are a hunter, I would encourage you to, you know, get out there and hunt this year. You know, do what you can to get those freezers packed up and everything, because I think the third and the fourth quarter of 2022 is going to be pretty terrible. I think that's when things are really going to come to light, and they can deny all they want to from whatever platform they want to do it from, but I think it's going to be so obvious and so evident they're just not going to be able to do it. So everything that you normally do, double down on. The foods that you normally eat, double down on and get those foods stored away. Pressure can, go to farmers markets, go wherever you can, go to these vegetable stands. They have them all over the place. All you can do is get on Facebook. People selling fresh vegetables, doing this, doing that. Go to the farmers markets, get to your neighbors, somebody, you know, hey, you want to sell some of your vegetables? Buy them and can them. You don't have to grow them. Buy them and can them. Put this stuff away for yourselves. Go buy some chicken, get some chicken leg quarters and stuff on sale. Get some chicken drumsticks on sale. Bring them home, pressure can them, put that stuff away. That way you're not dependent on, you know, electricity and refrigeration, because didn't like that one. You know, with the weather being the way that it is, we could look at extended power outages and stuff like that with bad weather events. Our grid's already so fragile, it's ridiculous. Now it wouldn't take much to put it down for quite a long time. So just good stuff to take into consideration and be prepared for and everything, and just be smart about stuff. Don't freak out. Don't go buy thousands upon thousands of dollars of stuff. Just get food stores put away, 3 weeks minimum. If you get to 3 weeks, go more, take it out more, but don't go spending a bunch of money unnecessarily on stuff like that when you don't have to. You can be smart and be frugal about it. But I'm not done. I still got stuff to do. I was out here after dark last night filling up the water barrel on the pigs. I fed and watered the chickens out here this morning. the little American breasts, and I moved their tractor, got them on fresh grass, so they're good. The chicks downstairs are fed and watered for the day, and these knuckleheads over here, I gotta wait for the guineas to go in the coop and put them to bed for the night and get the eggs and stuff. That's another thing, is we're going to start incubating. I'm getting a lot of guinea eggs, and I eat them too. They taste just like chicken eggs. But I've been noticing that they're all fertilized. So I think I've got 1 male and 2 females left out of the 3. And I think I'm going to start incubating about 6 or 8 of their eggs and get my guinea flock built back up so I can just turn them loose and let them eat bugs. That's the big thing, is because we've got ticks galore. Bugs are just terrible, and you know, especially like the Japanese beetles this time of year. And guineas won't typically attack your garden like chickens and ducks will. They will go after the bugs. So we're going to extend our guinea flock and get them, as obnoxious as they are, they're a good animal to have on the farm, because not only are they good bug eaters, they're a good early warning system, and they're good predator deterrents too, because man, they make a lot of noise. But I'll leave you guys at that. You know, just take note and understand, do your own reading. You're going to see a lot of deniability, but if you look back at history, history says that this would trigger a recession where we're at right now. And unfortunately, I do believe we're there, no matter what the mainstream media and our government's telling us. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm going to tell y'all to get prepared. Stay prepared. And I just said I'm going to propagate guineas, right? I'm going to raise more. So get prepared, stay prepared, take care, and God bless.